Hello everyone, today we'll be going through Cambridge IGCSE International Mathematics Paper 2 Extended 0607 21 October November 2021. Let's move to the question number 1. Question number 1 says write this number correct to the nearest 10,000. So 10,000, ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, and 10,000 is this 4 is the digit at the place of 1000, and we will check 7. So 7 is more than 5, so our number will be 4 3 5. Will increase 4 to 5 and 0 0 0 0 4 zeros, and this will be our proper answer. 4 3 5 1 2 3 4 zeros, 1 mark part. Write this number correct to two significant figures. So leading zeros are non-significant, so we'll leave this. First number significant is this one, 4, and next significant number is this one. So we will write our answer as 0.0040 up to two significant figures. This is done. Now question number 2. These numbers are provided. From this list, write down a prime number. Prime number we know is 97, which is divisible by 1 and itself. So 97 will be our answer. Then B part, a common multiple of 4 and 6. Multiple of 4 and 6 is 96. And if we divide, and we can check, so this will be 96. And one more question: draw all the lines of symmetry on each of these shapes. This is question number 3. So we'll be drawing all the lines of symmetry. So lines of symmetry will be for this kite, this will be the line of symmetry, and for this pentagon, one line of symmetry can be this one, and second line of symmetry can be this one, and for the third line of symmetry we can draw this line, and fourth line of symmetry also we can draw a line like this. So these will be, there will be one more, which is fifth line of symmetry, and this line of symmetry will be this. So if we count 1 2 3 4, and this is fifth line of symmetry, so there are 5 lines of symmetry. In this case it is one line of symmetry which we have drawn. Question number 4. The table shows the percentage of students in each of the three classes who study physics, chemistry, and bio. And class, this is H, J, and K, physics, chemistry, and biology. So complete the compound bar chart to show this information. So they have done class H for us, and H, if we check, this is 34, and this area is basically 34. If you check, this is 34, and next is basically 28, and if we check from here, this area is 28, and next is 38. Bio is 38, so this is bio, which is 38. So they have basically represented this in the form of a compound bar chart, and one above the other they are placing that bar. So this is basically the bar chart, compound bar they have done. Now rest of the two we have to do, and for that one we will be first doing for J. Physics is 24, so 24 we will draw first. 20, each line, each space is equal to 2, so this much space is for 2. So we can check for the 24. Height for 24 will be up to this point for this one, and we can take this for J, this one, and this will be, I will remove these crosses and I'll close this bar. So this will be for 24. Now 18 will be 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So up to this bar line we will be drawing this bar, and this line is done, and we can close this bar and remove this rough work. And next is 58. So 58 will be, we can divide this. 58 will be basically, they are adding up to 100, so this will be up to this level. So we can draw directly up to this one is our 58, and now we can even write this number like over here we can write 58, and this is 18, and this is 24, and this will be the section, and next is basically this one, and this is this bar. Hopefully you are understanding. Now class K is what? K is 46, 32, and 22. 46 will be divided by 2 will be 23. So 23 we can take 22 and 3. So up to this mark we can take this one will be 23. Basically we need to take 46. So 40, 46 basically we have to. So 46 will be up to this mark. We can join this bar like this one, and we exactly draw the line to avoid any mistake. So this will be the exact bar which we have drawn, then this will be 46, and next bar is what? Next bar will be 32. So 32 will be 46 plus 32 will be 78. So 78 will be up to this mark. We can take 78 up to this one, and this will be 32, and the remaining one will be, remaining one is 22. So we can draw up to 100, and this will be 22. We can write here 22, and color we can, for your understanding I'm just putting the color so that you can understand. This is the section, and this is the section for last section is for bio, and this is done. Now we can move to the question number 5. Question number 5 says we have to solve this algebraic equation. For that one we will be opening the brackets, and this will be 8x, 2 into 4x will be 8x, minus 2 into minus 1 will be minus 2 is equal to 3 into 2x will be 6x, and 3 into 1 will be plus 3. Now we can add the like terms. We can shift this 6x to this side, so 8x minus 6x, and minus 2 we can shift to the side, 3 plus 2 which is equal to 5. So 2x is equal to 5, so x is equal to 5 by 2, which we can write as 2.5. So 2.5 will be our final answer for 3 marks. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 6a part, write this in standard form. And standard form, this decimal we have to shift after first non-zero digit, so it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 jumps we'll have to take for that one to the right. So it will be 5.86 into 10 raised to the power minus 5. This will be our answer, 5.86 into 10 raised by minus 5. If we are taking jumps to the right, it will be minus. If we are taking jumps to the left, it will be plus. Power will be plus. Now we can solve this next question B part. This is the expression given where k is greater than 1 and less than 10. Write on the value of k. So what we can do, we can write this in division format. So 2 into 10 raised per a over 8 into 10 raised to the power b, and this is equal to k into 10 raised to the power n. Now if we divide this, 2 over 8 will be 1 by 4, which we can write 0.25. So 0.25 into 10 raised to the power, these can be written as a minus b, so 10 raised by a minus b because they are being divided, and this can be further written as basically 2.5 into 10 raised to the power minus 1 into 10 raised to the power a minus b, and this can be written as 2.5 into 10 raised power a minus b minus 1. So our k value will be 2.5, so we can write 2.5. This will be our answer for 1 mark. Now write an expression for n in terms of a minus b. You can see this is basically expression for n, so we can write the same thing over here, and this will be 10 raised by a minus b minus 1. So this implies n is equal to a minus b minus 1. So a minus b minus 1. This is 1 mark question which we have done. Now question number 7. Question 7 says Mia carries out a survey in school to find out what students will do when they leave school. These are her results: university, job, training, traveling, and keep in mind this is total. So next is what frequencies are provided. These are all frequencies, and the last one is total. This one is total. Now there's a part, they are saying find the relative frequency of university. So relative frequency of university will be what? University is 112 out of total, which is 200. So we can write 112 out of 200. This will be relative frequency, and we can write this as answer 112 over 201 mark question. There are 1,600 students in the school. Explain why the result in part A is reasonable. Estimate of the probability that a student from this school will go to university. Because out of 1,600 our sample size is 200, so which is a reasonable sample size, so we can say that large sample taken, so it will be reasonable. So results are reasonable. So this is a 1 mark question which we have answered. B part, calculate an estimate for the number of students in the school who will go traveling. Traveling is 18. So 18 out of this 200 and multiply by 1,600. So 18 out of 200 and multiply by basically it will be multiplied by 1600. So we have to check for the whole school. So we can cancel this. Two zeros are cancelled with this. Two eights are 16. So 18 into 8. So we can multiply 18 multiplied by 8 will be 64. So 8 ones are 8 and so 144 will be our final answer, and this is 2 marks. Next is simultaneous equation, and they're saying solve the simultaneous equation. These two equations are provided. If we check the coefficients of y, coefficient we need to equalize. To equalize the coefficient of y, we will multiply the second equation by 2. So this implies 10x plus 2y is equal to 14, and the first equation I will copy here, which is 3x minus 2y is equal to 12. Now we can add, this is gone, so 13x is equal to 26. So x is equal to 26 by 13, which is equal to 2. So x value is 2. We can find the y value by putting this x value in any of the original equations. I am putting in the second one. So 5x plus y is equal to 7. So 5 into 2 plus y is equal to 7. So y is equal to 7 minus 10. So y is equal to minus 3. This will be minus 3 will be the value for y. Hopefully you understood this. This is a 3-mark question which you have done. Now question number 9. Question 9 says, this is a proportionality question. Y varies inversely as the square of x square. So we can write y is inversely proportional. This is how we are writing inverse proportionality. Square of this x plus 2 squared, and this implies we can write y is equal to k over x plus 2 squared, x plus 2 squared, and now we can use these values. When x is equal to 4, y is equal to 0.5. So 0.5 is equal to k over 4 plus 2. This is basically plus, so 4 plus 2 whole squared, and we can write k is equal to 0.5 into 6 square, which is 36, and this one we can write is equal to 18. Half into 36 will be 18. So k value is 18. Our equation will become y is equal to, they're saying find y in terms of x. So y is equal to 18 over x plus 2 squared, and this will be our final answer, x plus 2 squared. Now question number 10, diagram is provided which is not to scale, and sector is provided. Diagram shows a sector of circle with radius 6 centimeter, and a sector angle is also provided. Radius is 6 and angle is 30. The area of the shaded segment is this one. Find the value of A and B. So area of the sector, shaded region will be what? Area of sector minus, this will be area of sector minus area of triangle. So area of sector, we can write area of sector will be, we have formula theta over 360 into pi r squared, and theta is 30, so 30 over 360 into pi r squared means 6 squared, so 6 squared will be 36. So we can write this as 36. So 36 will be cancelled with this, and it will be 10, and 10 will be cancelled. So we will get basically 3 pi. So our area for the sector is 3 pi. Now we can find area of the triangle. So area of triangle is 1 by 2 half a b sine c, and half into a is 6. One side is 6, the other side is also 6. So 6 into 6, into sine C means sine of 30 degree, and this will be equal to what? Sine of 30 we know is basically 2 3s are 6, and this will be 18. So sine of 30 is 1 by 2. So this will be 9. So we can write this as 3 pi minus 9. This will be shaded area. So we can write here basically shaded area is equal to 3 pi minus 9, and this will be centimeters square. This will be our answer for this one. And a value and b value, when we compare this with this, it will be a value will be 3 and b value is 9, and this is 3-mark question which we are done. Now question number 11. Question 11 says, in this question all lengths are in centimeters, diameters diagram is not to scale. Find the value of x squared and give your answer in the form this one, where a and b are integers. So we can apply Pythagoras theorem. So hypotenuse square, which is 5 plus under root 3 squared, is equal to one side squared plus other side squared, which is 2 under root 3, and this will be squared. Now we can basically shift this to other side, so it will be x squared is equal to 5 plus under root 3 squared and minus 2 under root 3 squared. Now we can open this square, and this will be, we can apply the formula a plus b squared is equal to a squared plus b squared plus 2ab. This is the formula which we are applying on this section. So it will be a square means 25, 5 square 25, plus under root 3 square will be 3, and plus 2 into ab, so 5 into 2 will be 10, and under root 3 minus square of this will be 4 into 3 will be 12, so we can write here minus 12. Now we can further simplify. This will be 28. 28 minus 12 will be 16. So 16 plus 10 under root 3. So x square will be equal to 16 plus 10 under root 3. This is done. This was 4-mark question which we have done. So next question is basically question number 12, and they have provided us the diagram which is not to scale. Diagram shows the lines 1, 2 and 3 lines without identification. They have not provided which equation is for which line, which we need to identify. These lines divide the space into 7 regions: A, B, C, D, E, F and G. Write down the letter of the region which is defined by a part 1, 2 and 3. So this is less than, first of all, y is less than 3x, y is less than equal to 3x. We will identify which line it is. If you check this line, it is passing through origin, and or this line is also basically having c value 0. So this is basically, we identified this line as y is equal to 3x. So y is equal to 3x, we are identifying line. Then we can identify the second line, y is less than equal to 1 by 2 plus 1. So before identifying this line, we will rewrite this equation in y is equal to mx plus c format. So we can write 4y is less than equal to minus 3x plus 12. So y will be less than minus 3 by 4x and plus 12 by 4 will be 3. So it's passing through 3 and the gradient is negative. So this is the only line which is having negative gradient. So on the basis of negative gradient, we can identify that this equation is basically, this line is having gradient negative, so we can write here y is equal to minus 3 by 4x plus 3. So this is identified. Now the third line is definitely y is equal to 1 by 2x plus 1. So y is equal to 1 by 2x plus 1. So all three lines we have identified. Now we'll have to identify y is less than 3x region is required. So greater than region is not required. So we will be shading the part which is greater than this line, so we can shade this part. Basically this region which is greater than this is not required, so we can shade this whole portion which is not required. Upper portion is not required for this one, so we have done this. Now next is y is less than, so less than portion for this line is also, which line I'm telling, I will shade this. So for this line less than portion is required, so greater than portion is unwanted, so we will shade the upper portion, and this is unwanted region for this also. Now we will identify the region which is um, less than 12, so y is less than. So for this third line we require the lower region of the line, so upper region will not be required, so we will shade the upper region. So it means for this we have f as our answer, so which is required, and we can write here f is the region for this one. Now b part, these are the three equations which they have provided, which we have to identify for the same diagram. And same diagram I have just copied that the same diagram for your understanding. This was not part of the question. I have copied the same drawing over here, and we will use this drawing for your understanding, and we can go through this now. And now we can directly write y is equal to 3x is basically y is equal to 3x was this line, and y is equal to 1 by 2x plus 1 was this line, and y is equal to, which we have already identified, x plus 3. So this was the line. Now we require basically uh, we require y is less than, y is greater than 3x. So I'm shading this part first, so we can shade basically lower part is not required, so we will shade this part. We can shade this area, so this is unwanted region. And for the first drawing, greater than is basically required, so less than. For this equation we are shading the lesser portion, because lesser portion is not required, so we can shade this lower portion. Hopefully you are understanding. And now we, for the third one, we can shade the unwanted region, and unwanted region is basically this one is unwanted, so I'm shading the unwanted region. So the remaining portion is what? Remaining portion is this C. Hopefully you understood. I've tried my best to explain as much as we can. So answer will be C for this one. Hopefully you understand this. Question number 13, diagram is provided which is not to scale. The equation of the curve is this one. We know this is quadratic curve. Find the value of a and b. So for y, a and b value, we will check these x-intercepts. So x is minus 2, so we'll take x plus 2 and the other point will be x minus 3 because x value is plus 3, so we'll be taking the opposite sign and we will be multiplying. Now we can multiply. This will be x into x will be x squared and x into minus 3 will be minus 3x, then 2 into x will be plus 2x and 2 into minus 3 will be minus 6. Now this will be x squared, adding the like terms, minus x minus 6, and this is basically, if we compare this equation with this one, we require minus 12 here, but we are having minus 6, so we can write this as basically, we can double this. This will be 2x squared minus 2x minus 12, and now we can compare this equation with the given one. So a value will be what? A value is equal to 2, b value is equal to minus 2, and c value is equal to minus 12. The same thing we can copy here, which is 2, a value is 2 and b value is minus 2. This is 3-mark question which we are done. Now question number 14, solve. We have to solve this logarithmic question. So we can, by rule, we can write this as 3 raised to 4 is equal to x. So whatever base, if for example whatever base here, we can write a, b, and this is equal to like c. So if this is the situation, we can write a raised to the power c, which is equal to b. So this is in terms of power and this is in terms of log. So this is by rule we have written this. Now we can write x will be equal to 3 raised to 4 means 3 into 3 into 3 into 3, which is equal to 81. So our answer will be 81 for this mark, for 1-mark question. Now b part, this is logarithmic equation which we have to solve. So by power rule, so we can write this x, this 2 we can write as power, and minus, similarly this 3 we can write as 2 raised to 3, which is equal to log of 50. Now the two logs are being subtracted, so we can use subtraction rule. So it will be x squared over 2 raised to the power 3 is equal to log of 50. Now we can remove log from both sides. We can cancel log from both sides, and this will be x squared is equal to 2 raised to the power 3. This is 2 raised to the power 3. I'll write properly. So into 50, and this is what? Now we can write this as so 2 raised to the power 3 will be 8 into 50, which is equal to 400, and this is x square, so x will be equal to under root 400, which is equal to 20. So x value is 20. Negative value we are not taking because this cannot be negative, this is log, so we are taking only 2 plus value 20. We are done with the paper. Hopefully you understood each and everything, and don't forget to subscribe the channel so that you will be getting notification for incoming videos, and recommend this channel to your friends and classmates, and introduce this channel to your respected teachers. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.